Welcome back, everyone. We've all heard that stat before, haven't we? 90% of all traders, they blow their account and they lose all their money while they're learning. And personally, after really almost 20 years now of active trading the Nasdaq and the S&P, and I have coached 3,000 plus people in my Discord channel, on my daily live stream, really there's one mistake. If you can avoid this one mistake in your trading, you'll avoid most of the pitfalls that come with new traders. In fact, somebody asked this question this afternoon to me via email. And as I thought about this, I thought, you know what? There are really 6 total mistakes. I want to go over those in today's video. But really though, if you could only fix one mistake, it would definitely be number 6. And I'm going to cover that towards the end of this video. So let's talk about this. Mistake number 1. You know, we say in our trade room, on our live stream, if you can name it, you can trade it. So one of the most common mistakes I see is people take trades out of intuition, right? They get wrapped up in the emotions and there's no real clear setup. Now, I have a really easy fix for this mistake because on the live stream, we use this technique called the mental warm-ups, right? We call it the mental warm-ups. And if you follow my videos, you know that one of the easiest ways to get more confidence and consistency in your trading is to break the market into 3 categories: ranges, trends, and big moves, right? We talk about that a lot on our live stream. So one easy way for me to know what my setup is going to be that day is if I can name it. What type of day is it right now? Is it, for example, is it a range-bound day? If today's a range-bound day, we know exactly what type of trades we look for in range-bound markets. So again, the first one here is no clear setup. If you can't name it, then you shouldn't be trading it, okay? That's a pretty obvious one, I think, for a lot of people. Number 2 is too much risk. I think most folks know this. Keep your risk under 5%, right? That's an old common rule. But a lot of us are on prop firms these days. And so here's a really easy way to manage your risk properly so you're not blowing up your eval accounts, and that is 25% of your contract max. So let's say, for example, that you could trade 20 contracts. That would mean I wouldn't want to trade more than 4 contracts. Take your max number of contracts with your prop account, multiply that by 0.25, and rough estimate, right? About 4 to 5 contracts. That's a lot less than I see a lot of other traders making that mistake. Keep your risk small and you can make a bunch of mistakes and not blow out your account. Number 3, very common mistake people make: wrong times. The morning session is where the most amount of volume is. Where the volume is where liquidity is. Where liquidity is where more consistency comes from. All right. So you have to avoid the overnight session, the pre-market stuff, during major news events, big earnings reports. These are the wrong times to be trading. If your goal is a nice smooth equity curve, we have to be consistent with how we trade. So I focus on the morning session, 8:30 a.m. till about noon Eastern time, Monday through Friday, a bit earlier on Fridays. We covered that, of course, in more detail on the live stream. Now, I get it. A lot of us are trying to fit trading in to a busy schedule. Full-time job, family commitments, time for fitness, time for sleep. I know it's tough to fit into that morning session, but be aware. If you're trading during slow times, overnight, the pre-market, big moves happen, unexpected moves happen. It's more likely now you're going to blow your account doing that. Number 4, no discipline. We always say in the trade room, patience is our superpower. Patience is profit. But here's the deal, guys. Discipline, we don't just sit down and be disciplined people. Discipline starts before you trade, right? Because a disciplined lifestyle means you will be a disciplined trader when you hit the desk each morning. If I'm lazy outside of trading, if I live an undisciplined life, I'm not going to be able to turn that switch on when I sit down and load my charts, right? So no discipline. Yeah, you can't just turn it on and turn it off. Build that discipline outside of trading. And then one important one, this is why I blew my first 3 trade accounts, because when I was a new trader, I was trading alone. Now, I'm an old school trader. I didn't have the chat rooms these days to find accountability, but you got to find someone who's been there before, because you will force bad trades. You will take trades in the wrong spots. You will force bad trades. It's wired in us. We can't resist. Our fingers can't stop ourselves. So you have to find someone to hold yourself accountable. Now, what I don't mean right now is going to some random chat room where it's a bunch of rookies, right, throwing ideas everywhere. There needs to be some leader. There needs to be someone there who's been there before, made the mistakes before, and can say, hold on, that might not be a good idea right now. A good mentor, a good accountability partner, someone who's been before, that will make your job so much easier. And also too, guys, that is why my live stream each morning, we open up at 8:30 Eastern time each morning. That's why the live stream is so important here. In fact, before I talk about the final, most valuable mistake to avoid here, what I'll do is I will drop a link up top here, upper right-hand corner, and down bottom, the description of the video. Hit that link down bottom or popped up there, up right-hand corner there, and come out and trade with me tomorrow morning, every morning for that matter, on our live stream. There's a link for a 3-day trial for you down there in the description of the video. Get the live stream going. Let me be your accountability partner. I have helped thousands of traders survive the account blow-ups and become incredibly profitable long-term traders. So, number 5, find an accountability partner. Come join me tomorrow morning on the live stream. The link's attached down below. And number 6, I said earlier, if there's one mistake that you can fix right now, it is this. Stop trading in the messy middle. The money is made around the edges. We talk about this nonstop on our live stream, right? For example, look at the chart in front of me here. This is the middle time frame we use on our live stream. And what do you see right here? Here's a range right here, right? Where's the money made? The money is made around the edges of the range, right? Stay out of the middle, the messy middle. If you are trading in the middle of ranges, this is why you're getting stopped out so much. This is where good trades go to die. Good setups get all chopped up in the middle. Around the edges is always where the money is made. That is a range bound market. How about a trending market, right? Trending markets. Trending markets. Don't trade pullbacks, trade the edges. Trade the edges. The biggest money I've ever made in trading are on trades like these, retest trades. It's very difficult, at least in my experience, to pick the right pullback. You'll get chopped up trying to pick the right pullback. So in my experience, my opinion, forget it. Just wait to come back and trade the edges. We run higher. Where's the money made? Around the edges. Focus on the edges. Keep going back here again here. What do you see right here? Oh, there's a range right there. Where's the money made? Above the edges, right? Below the edges. This is where you get those high reward, low risk trade. If you trade the middles, you'll get all chopped up. Trading pullbacks, get chopped up. Trade the edges, all right? Trade the edges. If you make one improvement from this video, trade in the middle, it'll blow your account. The money is made around the edges. By the way, too, I teach that technique in a brand new Masterclass series. If you like this video right now, I have another video coming up next for you that will teach you how to put together my anchor chart, the slowest time frame, the middle time frame, we call the slow chart for context, and the faster time frame for entries down below us here. All right, guys? So what I'll do is I'll put a link down bottom for the live stream. Hopefully I'll see you there sometime so we can trade this stuff together. And then there'll be a big button that will pop up here, right here. If you like this video, you're gonna love the next video talking about the anchor chart, the slow chart, the fast chart, and that will give you an intro into our Masterclass series here on YouTube. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope I'll see you guys in the live stream sometime soon. And again, hit that big button that pops up, and I'll see you in the next one.